Now on Nightside, students in Moses Lake will be missing yet another day of school due to a strike. The legal action the district is taking to get teachers back in the classroom.
Wintry mix throughout most of our day with warmer temperatures for some tomorrow and more snow for others. I'll get you prepared to my first alert weather forecast.
And today was the grand reveal of our Making Spirits Bright Extreme Team project. A look at the transformation in Cowley Park. You're watching 4 News Now, Nightside. Thanks so much for staying up with us tonight. I'm Derek Dice. The Moses Lake School District is filing an injunction against the Moses Lake Education Association, believing its strike is illegal. The injunction is scheduled to be heard by a judge on Tuesday. The district is asking the court to order teachers to go back to work. Today, hundreds of teachers and staff members from the MLEA came together for a rally outside of Frontier Middle School. Several students even came to the rally to show their support for their teachers.
We would rather be in the classrooms doing what we're supposed to be doing. Right now, we're just asking for the district to please, think about the kids, and they say put the kids first, then help us put the kids first.
The school district says it will continue to provide breakfast and lunch for students that can be picked up at elementary schools. Practices and games for all sports in Moses Lake will continue as long as coaches are willing to participate. Cooney County Commissioners want the city of Hayden to pay the full cost for sheriff's office services it uses for policing. The county switched to a true cost model that nearly doubles Hayden's expenses from just over $1 million to $1.8 million starting on January 1st. Hayden says it can only afford 5 deputies now instead of the 10 it currently contracts. The city administrator says Hayden faces a critical decision about its policing future.
What does law enforcement services look like for Hayden in the future, and start getting organized and disciplined around this?
Now, Hayden plans to hire a consultant to explore its options, including maintaining the partnership with the county, creating its own police department, and asking residents to pay more in taxes. The city administrator says they want to complete this analysis within 6 months. Well, also in Idaho, the Transportation Department has announced the winners of its Name a Snowplow contest. The 2 winners were Control Salt Delete, which came from teacher Christy Dukes and students at Mullen School District, and Snowby-Wan Kenobi from Danae Glen and students at Post Falls High School. Other notable winners include Betty Whiteout in Southwest Idaho and Scooby-Doo in South Central region. You can check out all the winners by finding this story on KXLY.com. All right, Jason Valentine and for Chris Crocker again tonight. It appears this wintry mix we've been seeing throughout the day might be slowing down into the overnight period.
It is finally slowing down, but we have another push coming in very early tomorrow. Good evening to you, Derek. Good evening, everyone. We made it to Thursday. Tomorrow, my goodness, is Friday. So we have seen, again, a little bit of wintry mix into the evening hours, but nothing like we saw during the day. We just saw a little bit of that light, very wet snow or wintry mix throughout the day, and that is giving us a little bit of a break right now. Now, we do have a winter storm warning for areas east of Coeur d'Alene. That includes Kellogg, St. Mary's, and we expect those cities to get another 1 to 2 inches by Saturday afternoon. The mountains, if you can believe it, up to 20 inches of new snow is expected. Again, that is in effect. It goes on until Saturday afternoon. So the odds for an inch or more of snow tomorrow, here are the odds. A 95% chance Newport, 90% in Kellogg, 60% chance very early for Sandpoint, and then 20% for Coeur d'Alene. So keep an eye out for more snow in Idaho tomorrow. The good news is that we are warming up across the board, so do expect to see most of this snow that has fallen to be gone, if not by Sunday, by Monday. And I'm talking about the cities, of course, not up in the mountains. They're going to stick around for some time there. So our evening planner for Spokane, we are looking at, again, quite a bit of cloud coverage, and then we'll be looking at shower activity, maybe some early rain snow mix around, unfortunately, your commute, but then it's going to switch right over into some rain. I'll have much more in my full forecast that's coming up.
All right, Jason, thank you. We are celebrating 10 years of Making Spirits Bright here at 4 News Now. It's our annual Extreme Team project that turns Cowley Park into a winter wonderland and becomes a source of hope for the patients at Sacred Heart Children's Hospital. Tonight, we flip the switch and turn on the lights for this year's display. Here's our Mark Peterson and Kirsten O'Connor with the grand reveal.
It's been a decade. It's been 10 years of lighting up Cowley Park and making spirits bright. Kirsten got to join me, but her kids got to join her, which was a bit of a surprise. I love seeing that.
My husband surprised all of us with a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old coming out here, and their eyes were dazzling, Mark. This is incredible for the family.
Take a look at the trees. Someone said some of them are Seussical, and we have our bougie tree right in the middle of the park. We saw the faces up against the window looking out from the hospital. For all the kids, the families, the doctors, the nurses, everybody, this is for the community, and it turned out really well.
I'm even watching some kids on the playground right now after dark because it's lit up so beautifully here in Cowley Park. It's joy, it's magic, it's Christmas.
It is making spirits bright, and I love my job. Here's the deal. I would like to tell you that we couldn't do this without Avista. We couldn't do it without Ace Hardware and the Gregg family. We couldn't do it without our volunteers from Horizon Credit Union. So we thank everybody who participated, helped out, donated. There's a lot, but for all of you, thank you very much. There's only one thing left to say.
One more person.
Oh, Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
Turned out great once again. Gonzaga women's basketball took on the Grand Canyon Antelopes tonight in the kennel.
Zags come home from a pretty up and down trip to Florida. They finished with a 1-1 record after a loss to Indiana and win over Marquette, and now face a Lopes team that's struggling in their first season in the Mountain West. We're just a minute into the game. Lauren Whitaker with the rock down low. It's 2-on-1 for her. That does not matter. She gets the shot to fall anyway. Lopes in front by 4. Later in the third quarter, Julia Wilson, she's out in the corner looking for Whitaker again. Her hands ready for the pass. Again, the contact. She hits the tough lay. 1 minute to go in the game. Allie Turner driving right to the cup. The shot is in and perfect. Zags lead by 2. Grand Canyon one final gasp to save the game with the same score. Three-pointer, no good. It's tipped. Whitaker on the rebound. Zags hit the free throws and win this one dramatically, 62-58. Zags next host the UC Davis Aggies this Saturday evening, and don't go anywhere. We have the inspiring moment of Owen Pitts, a Medical Lake student with terminal cancer, taking the court tonight for his first varsity basketball game. Derek, back to you.
Yeah, can't wait to see that. All right, a program dedicated to making sure the most vulnerable people in our community don't fall through the cracks is celebrating its 25-year anniversary. The Guardianship Monitoring Program operates outside of Spokane County Superior Court. Volunteers and staff work together to monitor cases involving people with a guardian, that's someone who helps with personal decisions, or a conservator, someone who helps manage financial matters.
The goal is to ensure that our most vulnerable citizens who are in need of assistance are protected to the greatest extent of the law.
Spokane County currently has over 2,200 people who either fall under legal guardianship or conservatorship. This program makes sure people are giving the right care and are not taken advantage of. GMP currently has 5 volunteers, but court officials say they're in need of more. You can find more information on how to get involved on our website, KXLY.com. Well, a Facebook post has sparked a debate in Spokane's West Hills neighborhood over the expansion of homeless services. The post falsely claimed the House of Charity was moving to West Hills. But even though it's not true, it sparked conversation about Catholic Charity's tentative plans to expand its existing Catalyst project by 118 rooms. It's a project many neighbors were not aware of.
It's totally going to compromise the future of the neighborhood. I mean, nobody wants to make any positive investment, you know, with that kind of atmosphere.
Catholic Charities says this is a conceptual plan with no committed funding. It says it discussed the tentative expansion with neighbors and the West Hills Neighborhood Council last spring, and since then, the status of the project has not changed. All right, coming up next on Nightside, how you can support a local firefighting hero while also getting a family photo with Santa. And later, a local toy store owner bought his entire holiday inventory in May to avoid tariff price hikes. But what happens when shelves need restocking next year? Plus, more wet weather is expected tomorrow morning before temperatures start to warm up. We'll let you know what you can expect when we come back. Don't go away.
You're an adult and you're allowed to stay up late. I wonder if he realizes, Max is your fiance, that if he'd waited like 3 weeks, he wouldn't have to come up with a Christmas gift.
This was Black Friday deal, baby.
Oh, I see.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
4 News Now is brought to you by Horizon Credit Union, proud sponsor of the Extreme Team.
4 News Now anchor team, not just in the newsroom, but in the community. We're doing the work, listening to you, asking questions, and getting the answers you need to help keep your family safe. It's what we mean when we say, expect more on 4 News Now.
Here's the play. Stanton Optical makes glasses in 30 minutes. Come on, turn! Michael, catch! I can see! You did it! I did it! 30-minute glasses? Now that's an easy play. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
The light in your eyes, joy, makes my world come alive. Hey, hey, I'll be here for you. You'll be there for me. Oh, it feels so good to help somebody. It's nothing but joy. Feeling joy. Joy makes such a beautiful life.
Save thousands on the new revolutionary swim spa at a one-time sale. Friday through Sunday. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Exercise with low impact. Swim the entire year and stay in shape. Teach your kids to swim. Unwind and save thousands. Avoid the expense and maintenance involved with a pool. Swim, exercise, and relax in your new aquatic exercise swim spa. Installation in 1 day only. New 2025 inventory. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
Stanton Optical believes eye care should be affordable. Right now, for only $135, you get 2 pairs of progressives, plus all this. All that costs over $200 everywhere else. Book your eye exam today. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
For the year 2025, I was the 3rd most trending person in the world. None of this would ever have happened without President Trump, who has done so much this year to raise awareness of our show.
Plus, Miley Cyrus and Cameron Crowe. Jimmy Kimmel Live tonight on ABC. 4 News Now is brought to you by STCU and Volunteers Count.
Welcome back. This is the time of year many families put on their holiday outfits and head to the mall for a picture with Santa Claus. But this weekend, you have a chance to get your annual photo while also giving back to one of our local heroes. Every year, local photographer Chris Elam hosts a holiday fundraiser, taking pictures with Santa in exchange for a donation to a local cause. For the last 5 years, the event was held at Cable Creek Farm, owned by Coeur d'Alene firefighter Dave Tisdall and his family. But Tisdall was shot during that Canfield Mountain ambush back in June and is still in rehab recovering from his injuries. Because of that, the tree farm isn't up and running this year. But Elam still wanted to make a difference this holiday season, so he switched locations and picked Dave and his family as this year's benefactors.
We have great people here. We have a heart for people. So I have a full belief that if we can give more of ourselves back into the community, it just makes it better. So I hope to do this for the next 10, 20, 30 years.
The 7th annual Season of Giving fundraiser is happening this Saturday from 10 to 1 at Kindred & Company Bookstore and Bistro in Post Falls. There is no cost for photos with Santa, but donations to Tisdall and his family are highly encouraged. Pretty cool deal.
100%.
And if you happen to be out there for that fundraiser, Saturday likely going to be wet, so bring some rain gear. But what about tomorrow in the region?
It looks wet. We have a lot of wetness on the way. Let's take a look outside, right around that freezing mark. Folks, we've been stuck here for the past 5 days. Don't worry, we are going to break out of this trend. Good Thursday evening, everyone. All right, let's get you ready for what is to come. Off and on wintry mix. Again, we're looking at more of the off as we move into the next couple of hours. But then as we get to your early morning hours, it is coming back. More snow, though, east of Coeur d'Alene. Again, they have that winter storm warning until Saturday. 1 to 2 inches expected for many of the cities east of Coeur d'Alene. Rain tomorrow for Spokane and winds picking up Friday evening. All right, so our radar, we have finally gotten a little bit of a break from that very light rain-snow mix that we've been seeing almost all day. We expect that to continue, maybe a little bit coming in. We're also seeing a little bit of fog in places, so keep an eye out for that if you are heading out. Now, our snow level is definitely starting to ascend as we get to Friday. Then it will dip back into the passes range as we get to Saturday and Sunday. So just get ready for a pretty tough traveling over the passes, especially especially Lookout Pass. Wait till you see how much snow is expected there. So as we look at our overnight period, we are going to move into early tomorrow morning for your commute. This is where we could see another happenstance of freezing rain in the Highway 2 corridor just to the west of Spokane. That is between pretty much 4 and 7, about a 30 to 60% chance of that. Then as we move into more Friday morning, Spokane right at that periphery of snow and rain, but we expect more rain than anything else. But Kellogg getting that snow, Coeur d'Alene getting more rain than snow, though we do have a slight chance of seeing some snow in Coeur d'Alene, so we'll just have to see how it shakes out. Then by the time we get to the afternoon, we're going to get a little bit of a break, then more of that coming into, looks like it's going to be east of Spokane with, again, the more east you go, the more snow chances, but Coeur d'Alene looks to be getting some rain. That is very late Friday into Saturday morning. Then Saturday morning, more shower activity, a bit of a break for your Saturday, and then as we get to Sunday, it is a lot of rain coming through all of our areas. Your snow will be completely gone by then, so it looks like that'll be Sunday morning to Sunday afternoon. Here's what we're looking at our mountain passes. 2 to 4 inches Snoqualmie, 6 to 11 in Stevens. Not too much in 4th of July Pass, but 11 to 25 inches of new snow through Saturday evening at Lookout Pass. That is an unbelievable amount. So temperatures, we're right around that freezing mark, and we're going to be kind of staying there overnight tonight. Coeur d'Alene maybe getting a little bit warmer, but again, tomorrow we're finally going to break the chains of these freezing temperatures. Current winds, we're pretty light. We're going to expect to see 20-mile-per-hour gusts, though, tomorrow evening. So 39 tomorrow for Spokane, windy in the evening hours, and then really off and on showers, rain. As we get up to 49, that is 10 degrees above our average for this time of year. Overnight lows above the freezing level for the next 7 days after overnight tonight. So tomorrow you could see some rain snow mix in Spokane turning to rain. You could see some more snow, 1 to 2 inches east of Coeur d'Alene.
All right, Jason, thank you. Still to come, a CDC committee delays a vaccine vote for the second time. Why doctors argue the hepatitis B vaccine is needed for children. And then later in sports.
Incredible. I was fighting back tears the entire time.
A Medical Lake student with terminal cancer got to live out 2 of his dreams tonight. Look at the emotional ceremony coming up in about 10 minutes.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News now.
It's a great time to buy, great time for traditions.
It's like loading up a Ford SUV and going to Grandma's house.
Hitting the slopes in a built wild Bronco.
Or making the big delivery with Ford F-Series.
Does it come in red?
Some know it as prime rib. Officially, it's called a ribeye roast. We call ours divine. Tender, mouth-watering Hereford beef, aged to perfection for 5 weeks and never frozen. Oven ready and easy. Divine beef ribeye roast, tied and seasoned at your request. Reserve yours now, exclusively at Yoke's Fresh Markets.
And on that limb, there was a little nest, there was a little nest, the prettiest little nest, the prettiest little nest that you ever did see, that you ever did see. Now the nest on the limb and the limb on the tree, and the green grass grows all around and around.
Life is full of surprises.
The green grass grows all around.
That's why we're keeping your internet price the same with the 5-year price guarantee, only from Xfinity. Xfinity, imagine that.
At Move Fitness, our job is to get you moving using things like high-energy fun classes, motivating knowledgeable trainers, and the best variety of workout equipment in the region. And you can get it all for around $1 a day. Join the movement.
Would you like to get up to 33% more income in retirement? Then call now for this free book, Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers. We'll also throw in a free annuity rate report, absolutely free, for calling Annuity General today.
It's a great time to buy, great time for traditions.
It's like loading up a Ford SUV and going to Grandma's house.
Hitting the slopes in a built wild Bronco.
Or making the big delivery with Ford F-Series.
Does it come in red?
Book your stay and play getaway today at Mistaqua.com.
Well, a local toy store bought its entire holiday inventory early to beat tariffs. Toyland in the general store stocked up on toys back in May. The owners feared international tariffs would spike prices by 80 to 100%, so they bought everything early and stacked the toys to the ceiling.
So at that time, we were looking at the tariffs coming in, and we're pretty concerned about what the price increases were going to be.
Now, flash forward right now, owner Tom Barani says toy sales are up 75% this year. Customers paying similar prices to last year on popular brands like Mattel and Lego. But come 2026, when the shelves need restocking, Barani says prices will increase around 5 to 10%. All right, time for the 4 News Now Story Tracker to see what stories are trending tonight. We start with the largest gingerbread house in Washington, which is now on display in downtown Spokane. If you want to visit, it's open in the lobby of the Centennial Hotel. The gingerbread house is 10 feet tall, and guests can even step inside to take pictures. Next, construction crews celebrated a major milestone today as they installed the tallest steel beam on the Spokane Falls Tower at Lincoln and Broadway. Upon completion, the tower will house 48 condominiums, providing residents with 360-degree views of Spokane and the Falls. And at number 1, Washington State Patrol is investigating possible charges in a 2-vehicle crash that happened near Colfax last night. WSP says a 47-year-old Spokane man was driving north on Highway 195 about 3 miles south of Colfax when he crossed the center line and hit another vehicle. Both drivers were taken to the hospital. WSP says charges against the Spokane man are under investigation. The cause of the crash is also under investigation. You can find each of these stories and much more on KXLY.com. In Virginia today, a man has been arrested accused of placing 2 pipe bombs outside of the Republican and Democratic national committees on the night before the January 6th insurrection. The 30-year-old suspect now faces federal charges following a nearly 5-year manhunt. ABC's Rena Roy has the story.
Doorbell video shows authorities today closing in on a suspect after a nearly 5-year manhunt, arresting the man they say is responsible for placing 2 pipe bombs outside the Democratic and Republican national committees the night before the January 6, 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol.
An individual who is now alleged to have placed multiple explosive devices to blow up multiple people and multiple officials, innocent civilians, is now arrested thanks to the brave men and women of the FBI and the interagency.
Law enforcement identifying the suspect as 30-year-old Brian Cole Jr. of Woodbridge, Virginia. You can see police closing off streets in the neighborhood this morning.
He has been charged with violating 18 U.S.C. 844, which is use of an explosive device. This investigation is ongoing. As we speak, search warrants are being executed.
The suspect has not yet entered a plea.
Video released by the FBI during their search shows the suspect placing 1 bomb outside the DNC headquarters just blocks from the U.S. Capitol. FBI analysts determined the pipe bombs were viable, and if they had detonated, could have caused serious bodily injury or death. Concerning for investigators who say they later discovered the then VP-elect Kamala Harris came within just feet of one of the bombs while traveling through D.C.
Now, the suspect's grandmother tells ABC News that their family is shocked, saying that Cole is not politically active and doesn't normally travel to Washington, D.C. She described him as a kid at heart who wouldn't hurt a fly. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Well, the CDC Advisory Committee decided to delay a vote on the hepatitis B vaccine today. This is the second time the vote has been delayed. The committee is discussing changing the recommendation that newborns receive the vaccine at birth, a recommendation that's been in place for 3 decades. A doctor who was previously on the FDA advisory panel for vaccines says if children contract hepatitis B, it can be deadly.
I don't think people realize how contagious this virus is. This virus is 50 to 100 times more contagious than AIDS. And I think people don't quite realize how at risk children are if they get infected early in life.
But Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is questioning the effectiveness of the vaccine.
I say I'm not anti-vaccine. Saying I'm anti-vaccine is like saying I'm anti-medicine. Well, I'm pro-medicine, but I understand some medicines harm people. Some of them have risks. Some of them have benefits that outweigh those risks for certain populations, and the same is true with vaccines.
Now, doctors have pushed back on changing the recommendation, saying data shows the hepatitis B vaccine is 90% effective when given to children within 24 hours of their birth. Well, Ralph Lauren unveiled the Team USA uniforms for the opening and closing ceremonies of the upcoming Winter Olympics in Italy. The company spent 2.5 years on the uniforms, which are made entirely in the United States. If you like the look of them, you can shop the Team USA collection at Ralph Lauren stores and online. All right, Washington State football could be one man lighter heading into the bowl season.
Former starter Jackson Potter is into the transfer portal. Find out how this impacts the Cougs. Looking forward to their bowl destination. It's all coming up next.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KX.
4 News Now is brought to you by Post Falls Volkswagen. The Chargers host the defending champion Eagles this week on Monday Night Football.
You're probably wondering why we're monsters.
The thought did cross my mind.
It's because while Joe and Troy are on the call for the Human World game, we'll be calling the Monster World game.
Live inside the new Cheer Floor Stadium at Monsters, Inc.
The 3rd annual Monsters Fun Day Football kicks off Monday at 8 Eastern from Monstropolis and Monday Night Football from LA. Why is my tie so short?
Your tie? Look at mine.
Before you are Arby's new steak nuggets. It is a perfect piece of steak that is then cut up into nuggets. How has no one done this before?
Arby's, we have the meats.
What's more powerful than an unexpected storm? Insurance that helps clean it up. Western National Insurance. That's the power of nice.
After a car wreck, the longer you wait, the harder it can be to get what you deserve.
After my recent accident, I called Craig Swap and Associates. They treated me fairly every step of the way.
One call, that's all.
Call the 9s, 509-999-9999.
Christmas Tree Elegance 2025 brings 16 exciting trees worth up to $4,999 December 2nd through 14th at the Davenport Hotel and River Park Square.
We want a tree, and so can you. Introducing Arby's Steak Nuggets. Perfectly seared, perfectly smoked. It's like if your favorite steakhouse made nuggets. Wait, is Arby's your new favorite steakhouse?
Arby's, we have the meats.
Tonight is a special night for one Owen Pitts, a Medical Lake student with terminal cancer. But his courage and fight took center stage. And check out the crowd at Medical Lake for his first career start on varsity basketball.
Senior, standing 6'3", number 14, Owen.
Just amazing for his first varsity basketball intro. Owen scored the opening bucket of the game, and he got to graduate early, too. 2 things that he said he's always wanted to do. His parents and the Cardinals head coach spoke about what it took to get this special day planned and the reaction to the overwhelming support.
I have really no words for the love and support that they are giving Owen and just this whole event. I mean, everything they've done for this. So it's just, but it's so awesome that we can do this now for him and just, yeah, love on him and make life goals for him.
Incredible. I was fighting back tears the entire time, like just trying not to cry. Seeing the community come together and seeing him get that moment that he deserved meant a lot to everybody in here, myself included.
Owen and his parents head to Kansas City to watch his favorite Chiefs play this weekend. We'll have a full story featuring this remarkable young man coming up next week.
Hey Owen, just wanted to wish you congrats on graduating high school, and our team got to hear your story today, and you really inspired all of us to make the most out of every single day, just like you are.
That's David Riley, the Washington State Cougars head men's basketball coach, voicing his support for Owen tonight, plus the whole rest of the team who heard Owen's story and felt inspired too. And Owen and his dad wanted to stay and watch their Cardinals finish the game tonight, and the inspired team played tremendously, starting their season 1-0 behind a 78-31 win over the Keona Benton Bears. Gabe Smith led the Cards with 30 points, and the team drilled 13 three-pointers to the Bears' 3. Gonzaga Bulldogs survived a tight one tonight against the Grand Canyon Antelope, 62-58 behind yet another fantastic Lauren Whitaker performance. She's putting up Freshman of the Year numbers this year. Zags turned the ball over 22 times, made just one three-pointer, but they held the Lopes to 16 turnovers and forced 25 fouls. Whitaker with 10 of those. Head coach Lisa Fortier spoke post-game on this strong finishing effort tonight.
All close games aren't won ugly. But some wins are ugly wins. Like we won by 4 against Marquette and played great. I thought we did some really good things. We won by 4 today, and I don't think we played very well. They did some things that were very disruptive to us offensively. Their defense was really good, and but we still figured out a way. So it's nice to have the positive result, even if it was a little bit of the negative process.
Gonzaga has a quick turnaround to their next game. They face the UC Davis Aggies back in the Kennel. Their first meeting since 2022. A Zags' 18-point win. Tip-off in the Kennel is Saturday at 6 p.m. And Washington State backup quarterback Jackson Potter entered his name into the transfer portal today, the first Coug this cycle to do so. Potter led the Cougs with 600 yards and 4 scores through their first 3 games, including wins over Idaho and San Diego State. Senior Zevi Eckhouse then replaced Potter for the Apple Cup, and the redshirt sophomore hadn't seen much of the field since. The likely exit means that Julian Duggar would be the lone remaining returner at the quarterback spot for 2026. So pretty big changes for WSU already, assuming that he does leave. Just entering the name in the portal does not mean he necessarily will leave. But could the portal be the answer again? The Cougs found Zevi through the portal, too.
I think they're probably going to have to go throw some money around and see who they can get to come to Pullman. All right, Jack, thank you. We'll be right back.
SEJ, that voice. She's had hit after hit. Now tomorrow on GMA.
I felt a lump and I said, oh, that doesn't feel right.
Her breast cancer diagnosis.
What were you thinking when you got that news? How everything is now.
And her long-awaited album tomorrow on
Good Morning America.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. This is your community, and your stories deserve to be heard. At 4 News Now, we're here to listen, connect, and bring you the news that truly matters. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Thank you.
I got this.
Thanks. I'm Alex.
I'm Jade.
First, at Shriners Children's, the world's most advanced scoliosis procedures are born here. In fact, we deliver access to the world's best doctors for nearly every pediatric orthopedic condition. We're delivering care without compromise is our promise. And kids can just be kids. Because being first always starts with empowering the extraordinary. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
Is it time to update your living spaces? Don't overspend at the big box store. Come see us at Consign Furniture. We have the largest selection of like-new consignment furniture in Liberty Lake. No long wait times on couches to dining sets, rugs, and more. And our team will deliver today. Inventory moves fast. Check us out online or stop by today.
Consign Furniture. It's the easy way to sell, smart way to buy.
Hot Tub, Hot Tub, Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2025 inventory. Friday through Sunday. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2025 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. Come see the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
No doubt, remember this story we brought you earlier in the week where a raccoon was found passed out in the bathroom of a Virginia liquor store after he sampled a bit too much of the merchandise from Virginia Distillery Company. Well, today, that distillery apologizing to the raccoon's family on social media, writing, as a family-owned company, we know what it's like when a relative gets a little overly confident in the whiskey aisle. Thankfully, the raccoon was indeed 21 and had a valid Virginia ID.
Okay. Do we know if the raccoon's okay?
He slept it off and then was like, yeah, release him allowed.
Fair. All right, quick look. We have a winter storm warning to the east of Coeur d'Alene, includes Kellogg. We expect 1 to 2 new inches of snow tomorrow and into Saturday morning. Mountains up to 20 inches. My goodness. And here's your look at your Friday for Spokane. Yes, raining throughout your day, but I guess some people should be happy. We're getting up to 38, so we're breaking the streak we've had of around freezing temperatures for almost the past or the entire work week. So big changes tomorrow. We do expect snow east of Coeur d'Alene and freezing rain to the west of Spokane early tomorrow.
All right, be careful out on those roads. We'll see you tomorrow.